My time here has been a speck in the span of my life. You don't know me. I will burn this planet down before I spend another minute living among these animals.
Hello everybody, how you doing today? It's your boy Not Cool Rick, and today we're going to be talking about Invincible. So getting right into it, I'll start with my rating, 9 out of 10. Simple. Great show, great action, great characters. I mean, I don't have to like all the characters for them to still not be great for what the show is trying to accomplish, except for one, and I'll get to that. Overall, the show is very much set inside this, alternate kind of reality is what it kind of seems like. Your versions of DC characters, Marvel characters, stuff like that. You're like your run-of-the-mill superhero world, but it's not your run-of-the-mill superhero story. I really enjoy the moments. Like you see episode 1, Nolan kills the Guardians of the Globe, which is their version of the Justice League.
Why?
And it's visceral. It's probably the most, until the end, it's probably the most visceral thing that happens in the entire show. Aside Mark's beats downs, which are always he gets his ass beat way too much to be a superhero. But I understand because he's just starting out and still learning how to use his powers. It's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that. But getting into it though, I have some likes and dislikes. I'll start with my dislikes first. My dislikes, my number one is definitely my dislike number one is definitely probably Mark. I'm gonna start with Mark first. I have two major dislikes. The first dislike is Mark. I don't dislike him as a character, and I don't dislike him as a hero necessarily, because I understand you're still trying to get the grasp of it and everything like that. You haven't had anyone show you the way. I get that. I understand that. I sympathize with that. But, however, what's going on? I don't get why we go out of our way to make Mark unlikable. Like, there's nothing about Mark that makes me care about him on any part of the scale. I don't care about Mark at all. I don't care about what happens to him. I don't care about how close to death he gets. I don't care because he's unlikable. He's unlikable. And I don't know if he's written that way, or if it's just that's my interpretation of him. But to me, if he is written that way, that's a poor way of writing him. Because I should want to like the main character. I don't like Mark. I don't like Mark because again, at the beginning of the show, he has the situation with his mother where he's like it's I might have the clip play, but it's like his mother's like,
honey, it's the middle of the night. I have work tomorrow. You have school. Get inside right now.
Make me.
Does that make you feel strong? To know I can't physically make you do something? Is that what you need?
Essentially, go inside, go to sleep. You have school. I have work, and we're not going to be doing all this superhero practicing. And at a night like this, you still have a life. And he bucks up at her, and he's like, "Make me." And then I know his mother has like a talk with him, but even in that talk, I don't feel like Mark's learned anything. Like he as soon as he gets his powers, he develops that in Dragon Ball it'd be that Saiyan pride, or in this show it'd be that Viltrumite pride, where he becomes almost like a smaller microcosm of Nolan, like who's his father, which is Omni-Man in the show, which you should know if if you're watching this. But yeah, like he's just like his father. Like he gets that sense of entitlement. He just got his powers. He just got them, and he's already a douchebag. It's just I don't know why that's the case. he quits his job. I think he quits his job immediately right after he gets his powers. Because he'll never need to work again, I guess. I don't know, man. It's just I couldn't get jiggy with that. I just couldn't get jiggy with that. But fast forward a little bit further with Mark, the situation with Rick and William, I just don't really care for. And yeah, I know the character's Rick. The irony is not lost on me. But the character William, who is Mark's best friend, who I really enjoy and I think is a really good character in the series, he's gay, and Rick is his significant other, boyfriend. Also, it doesn't really matter the term they use. I don't know what term they have for them, but they've had intercourse before, so you take with that what you will. Mark essentially is the main reason why Rick is turned into like a zombie cyborg. The main reason. Like, there's no, yeah, the villain, sure, but no, it's Mark's fault. Mark had every opportunity to stop that situation. He wouldn't do it because he was chasing because he was chasing who is number 2 on this list, Amber. Amber is number 2 on this list, and the reason why Mark was higher is because he's the main character, okay? But Amber is just annoying. She's written bad. She's voiced by Zazie Beetz, which I don't like. I don't have anything against Zazie. She's had a couple movies I like, albeit the most notably she's Domino in Deadpool 2. That's fine. Her performance is not bad. It's not by any means. But however, though, I will say, Amber as a character is rotten, and they know she's rotten. Like, the show has to prove itself wrong. If you're gonna make a character do something so mind-bogglingly stupid, they have to prove themselves wrong for us to believe that we're right. Okay? You can't, like, the show, like the thing about the show is the show makes it seem like that we're the dumb ones, right? Like, but we're not. Like, Amber literally goes out of her way. The reason she gets mad at Mark, in the situation where Rick gets turned into the cyborg/zombie thing, it's what happens is that she gets mad because one of those that's not Rick is the one that's captured before Rick attacks the college they're visiting, and it's just like she gets mad because Mark disappears and then he reappears as invincible and he saves the day. But here's the thing, in that scene, we don't know yet that she knows that he's invincible. Which, let me get to this. She fucking knows that he's invincible. She knows. So that means that she got mad at him for saving everyone's life? It just doesn't make any sense. The show has to prove itself and the viewers wrong. You can't just make statements and do stuff and just assume that people are going to ride with it. No, that was such a dumb reaction. Rick pretty much lost his normal life because of that. William could have been killed. All that because Amber was like, I don't think you take me seriously or try. Like, what? Like, are you serious? Like, they would go after Amber in a heartbeat if they knew exactly who Invincible was. Like, Mark can barely protect his own ass. How do you think he's gonna protect Amber? Like, he can't even protect himself. He gets beat down so much. Like, it's just, I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, Amber is such a piece of shit, dude. Like, I just don't get how you can write a character that poorly. Like, Mark, I just want to like him more because he's the main character. Amber, fuck her. I don't care about her. She's annoying. There's the scene. I'm going to probably put it up here. But
okay. This is why I'm always late or why I don't show. Because I'm off saving lives or stopping some bad guys or going to Mars. I wanted to tell you so many times. Did you hear what I just said?
Ugh, I know you're a superhero.
You know? You know?
I'm not an idiot.
She knows that he is invincible. She knows. And then she's like, fly out of here, flyboy. No. You almost ruined two people. You ruined one person's life. You almost ruined another person's life because you didn't have this conversation. You had multiple times to talk with Mark when he was available. If anything, you should be happy that you're dating a superhero and that he hasn't managed to get you both killed. That should be a blessing to her. But that's not enough. They had to create some false tension for Mark, and I don't like it. I don't like it. William is a great character. While on my list of likes, he is on my list of likes, but my first like on the list is definitely Omni-Man. I think Omni-Man is the best written character in this show. He is amazing from top to bottom. Not what he does, I'm not agreeing with what he does, but you know what I respect about him is that he recognizes he has a duty. His duty is to serve the Viltrum Empire and to weaken Earth so that way when it's time to take over for the expansion, there is no problems. And here's the thing, I get it. We don't like the fact that that's who Nolan is. We expect Omni-Man to be a good guy. And yeah, I know he killed the Guardians of the Globe in a pretty visceral scene. I'll probably have part of it playing here, but I don't care. I don't care. That's fine. You know why it's fine? Because the show proved itself right on this one. We know that if you look in the comics, we know that you cannot abandon Post for Viltrum. That's a no. This show is going to get into that in season 2, I believe, that Nolan is a fugitive. They even talk about it at the end of season 1. They're like, normally people don't do this. So he's not just avoiding her. Like he, it's actually no. It's the guy. I can't think of his name, but he's talking to Mark on the moon. They have a meeting. And they're like, yeah, Viltrumites don't abandon Post. So while that is kind of a redeeming moment for Nolan, Nolan is stuck in the mountain. You got to think about what Nolan has done to get to this point. In a sense, like he says in the show, think. Obviously, he says think, Mark, think, but there's no Mark here, so we're just going to be thinking 3 times. What I'm saying was like, you got to really think about it, okay? If somebody had the ability to end you whenever they wanted to, and you have to do what they have to say, whatever they say, you have to do, you're probably going to do what they say if they have the ability to end you at any time. Nolan doesn't have a choice. Think of what he's done to get here. On Viltrum, it's not like Krypton, like in the Superman verse, where in Krypton they're strong with their regular people basically, and they get stronger when they go other places when they're affected by the sun's radiation. It's not like that in this show. The Viltrumites are strong as hell. They battle each other and weed each other out and kill each other out to see who is the strongest. So there is no gray area. Like Nolan has killed probably his fair share of people to get to the position he is right now to weaken Earth. There is no foul-ups. He's not a rookie. There is no foul-ups. You do that, it's over. And he wants Mark to understand. And he's like, look, Mark, it doesn't matter. And it's headcanon, so I'm not trying to dive too much in what I think he's thinking, but what I believe that he is thinking is that he's thinking to himself, Mark, at the end of the day, we have to do this. All that'll be left in this world is us, me and you, the Viltrumites. That's all that will be left. Everybody else will move on. You will live to see this earth burn and crumble. So why would you risk your life for this? And when he's beating him down in a righteous way. Like he's beating him down, like, look at how easily I'm handling it to. There might be people stronger than me. And even if they're on the same level, it's more than one. It's not going to be 2 Viltrumites versus an entire empire that's going to take them down. That's what he wants Mark to see. So this battle is a righteous battle to him. He's like, look, I'm going to beat your ass, and you're going to see that after I'm done with this, you can't stand up to me. So what do you think you're going to do to them? But he sees at the end that Mark's not going to get it. And he does really love Mark. I do believe that Nolan is serious that he doesn't care about humanity, because I think he really has gotten to that part. I think he is so far gone. And I do think he does have love in his heart for Mark's mother. But like he said, it's kind of like he knows that she's not going to be around forever. She'll love him for the rest of her life, but he won't love her for the rest of his life, if that makes sense.
I do love your mother, but she's more like a pet to me.
A pet?
This is the only way, Mark.
So I don't think he does have that same love that he has for Mark, which we get to the scene where it's a very, very powerful scene. He's like, after 500 years, what will you have? And then Mark, bleeding, teeth missing, just bloodied. I'll have you, Dad. I'll have you. And then we see his eyes well up and he flies off. Like he just knows Mark's not him. And I think in a sense he wishes he still had that youthful innocence about himself. Maybe he still does, and he just sees so much of himself in Mark before maybe he got so far gone. So Omni-Man, man, chef's kiss. He's written so great. Oh my God. Great character.
Had enough yet?
I'll stop you.
I'm ready when you are. You're doing this for nothing. Being a part of the Empire will make Earth better than it ever was.
Second on my list is definitely, I'd probably go William second. William, he's a great character, man. Like, we have some LGBTQ representation inside the show, so that's good. But that's not the only reason I like him. He's just a genuinely likable dude, your best friend, someone you could chill with. Kind of like how Jon Favreau's like, Iron Man's friend inside the Iron Man movies. He's Tony's friend. It's just like he's like that best friend that you kind of love to hate. Like he's so funny and stuff like that. Like he's a really cool, kind-hearted character. He sets up Mark with Amber. And it's just so dope, man. Like, I don't know. It's just something I can't really put into words. But Mark is a dick. But I like the scenes with him and William. They're genuinely good moments. Like, I really wish that William would have told Mark what I would have said to him after what happened with the whole Rick incident. But that's fine. Mark's a good friend. He's a good friend. Sorry, I say Mark. I meant to say William. William's a good friend to Mark, is what I meant to say. Sorry. William is a good friend to Mark. He sees everything that happened with Mark, and he's still willing to accept him with open arms and say everything's okay at the end of the day. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. I respect William for that because it takes a big man to do something like that. And the third is Adam Eve. Adam Eve is really, really cool. She is who you would assume would have been Mark's love interest had Amber not stepped into the picture. But she almost comes across like a Starfire. She kind of comes across like a Starfire type. She has like energy manipulation, something like that. So the reason why it's called Atom is because she can rearrange stuff down to atoms or whatever the hell. She has like energy projection and stuff like that. So basically she could touch like this back wall and rearrange it and stuff like that and make it something else. She's very, very strong. Yeah, she's very, very strong. She with more training, she's probably one of the strongest heroes in the show. She's done with the superhero gig because she's like, man, I don't love this. I could be helping more people without just being just sitting on my ass until there's something to do. So she says, screw it. I don't want to be part of the new Guardians of the Globe to replace the ones that Omni-Man kills. She's like, yo, I want to go do something good with my life, and I want to go be a servant for change. And she does. She builds a place out in the woods, and she follows on her phone, which I think is kind of hilarious. She would have no service out there. But maybe with her abilities, maybe she always has service. Who knows? Anyways, she follows news stories, and she goes to help people all over the globe with, whether it be from natural disasters, whether it be, small-time crimes. She does a lot of stuff to help the community, stuff like that, which I really, really like. It's very, very wholesome, and there are some well-written characters in the show. Mark's mother's, she's also a nice character as well. She would have probably edged out Adam Eve, but I don't know. She's still written very, very well, too. I like how she turns on Nolan a little bit, but she doesn't give up on him. She still loves him because that is the father of her child. And she is like, you probably hear some thunder. It's storming again. She doesn't give all the way up on him. And she does, and when she says the line, I miss him, she's not saying she misses what we just saw. She misses the Nolan she loved, which she misses the idea of him before she knew who he was. She misses that time in their lives when everything was so simple before Mark got his powers. Like I said, 9 out of 10. 4 out of 5. Whatever rating scale you want to use. A on an A, like on an A to like an A on an F to A plus scale. Great show. I can't speak well enough of it. They did a great job of really getting us into everything. Like they get us in, they get us out quick, and there is no. I've never seen a show that has like hour-long episodes and they feel like they're only 15 minutes. They're so good, and so it's so much in the episode that you feel like you're stealing. I feel like I'm stealing content. I really do. But yeah, so like I said again though, but it's a great show. I highly recommend it. I don't give it 10 out of 10 because nothing is perfection. Because there's always room to improve. So yeah, that's my review for Invincible. And in season 2, I don't want to get. I'm gonna get more into what I think is gonna happen to season 2, but I don't want to spoil it too much because if you read the comics, you kind of know what's gonna happen to season 2. But I think they're gonna. But if I had to give any guesses, they're definitely gonna explore more into what's gonna happen with Nolan. That we're gonna get probably gonna get a time skip training montage from Mark, and yeah, that's what I can see happening right off the bat. But then again, as I remember watching the show, you can never really know what's coming around the corner. So. Like I said, again, I know there are some other people inside the show. I'll probably talk about them inside another video, but that's just my bare bones general review for how I felt about Invincible. And yeah, so like I said again, the rest of you, I hope the rest of you have a great rest of your day, and peace.